Yes!
Hello you guys, thank you so much for tuning in today, and for those who are new, welcome to my channel. So I'm finally going to be back on YouTube. As I mentioned previously, I've been gone because of school and I just needed to prioritize certain things that are a little more important than filming consistently on YouTube. I just couldn't manage doing it all, so I'm really glad that you guys understood, and thank you so much for keeping in touch with me on Instagram. If you're not already, you can follow me. It's somewhere down here. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I achieved the two French braids. I don't know what the name is called, but I like to call it like a crown, sophisticated crown braided look. I personally really love it, and it's just really convenient because you can keep it in that style for a really long time. That's why I originally started it. It's not like your typical two braids that are sticking out at the end. I just tuck them in using bobby pins. So as a student, it's just like really convenient to have the braids out of my face, and it looks sophisticated, it looks clean, it looks cute, it suits my face. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try my best to explain this. I know it's gonna be challenging to film this and do it at the same time, but I hope it works out. So yeah, if you want to know how I obtained these braids, keep on watching. So to achieve this look, you'll be needing an olive oil or any type of oil. Equal styler gel is not mandatory, but it helps slick your edges if you use it along with an old toothbrush that you do not use anymore. I'll also be using the Kinky Curly Not Today product, and a spray bottle is useful in case your hair gets dry, you know. This right here is just a little DIY on how I like to store my bobby pins. It's just really practical. I love it. You'll also be needing a wide tooth comb and a rat tail comb to just separate your hair, but I recommend a brush. I've been told not to use a towel, instead use a cotton shirt to prevent frizz, and wrapping your hair at the end with a shash also helps. Okay, so I just came out of the shower. I did a little bit of something to my face, and then I put this cotton, I believe it's cotton, it's just like a shirt, because people say, all of the naturalistas out there say that it's better to use a shirt, like a cotton shirt, rather than a towel on your hair, because it can like prevent it from getting like frizzy and blah blah blah. So that's what I do now. The braids, okay, you're gonna see, let me show you. So right now it's just like, it looks messy. It's just like I did two quick braids, but the reason why I did that is just because I'm filming this video. I wanted it to be separated already, so we don't have to waste time doing that. Now I'm gonna do one braid at a time. So let me just undo this real quick. Okay, so as you can see, I brushed all of my hair out, so there's no coils or nothing. It's just like, I mean, we can see a little bit at the bottom. Anyway, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is just add a bit of oil. Now, I spoke to my friend recently. She came over. You guys have probably seen her. Her name is Fabian. Previously, I was just kind of using any oils that I could find. I just judged a product on the way that it felt, the way that it made my hair feel and stuff like that. But she would teach me about the ingredients that are right and the ingredients that you should stay away from. This is the only oil-based product that I'm using in my hair. Other than that, I'm gonna stick with this Kinky Curly Not Today. It's a natural leave-in detangler, and the only thing I don't like about this is that it's really slippery, and when I'm doing braids, I need something tacky to like hold it down. That's why I'm adding a bit of this. So I'm just, add this in my hair. Also, the oil, what it does is it adds some shine, which I was lacking last week because I only used the Not Today thing. Okay, now that I'm done with that, I'm just gonna comb it through. And the healthy way to comb your hair, if you haven't heard or you didn't know, is to start from the bottom and work your way up to the roots. Only because like you'll lose less hair and it's much easier to detangle. And you'd be surprised, my hair, I know it's like a huge afro, but it doesn't get tangled. And I would recommend to go look at a braid video before even watching this, because if you don't even know how to do like a simple braid, this might be a little more challenging to you. Yeah, okay, let's get started. So I'm just starting off by spraying my hair because it was feeling a bit dry, and as you can see I took my left hand, brought it to the top, the right one goes to the bottom. I know that there's a mirrored effect that happens when you film, so to you guys it's the opposite. So you don't want to use your palms, but you want to use the tip of your fingers, and the reason for that is because that's what allows you to get that pointy and like really tight small braid in the beginning. So I don't want to speak too much because for the most part I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. It's not easy, by all means. It's not an easy thing, but for me, I've gotten really comfortable with it. I do it all the time, but let me just try to explain you guys what I'm doing here. So I'm just grabbing the hair, going over, tucking that in. Now, taking that strand and pulling over to grab you see, it's really hard to explain it with words, so I think the best way is for you guys just to watch, practice on yourself, and you'll get better at it. You've probably also noticed those little white things and just that white residue in my hair. That's from the product that I used. It disappears after a few minutes, so it doesn't stay like that. Fortunately, thank God. I'm like rooting for you guys right now. I really hope that this video is easy to understand. I know it's not an easy thing, but I tried my best. And for the end of this braid, you want to make sure just like braid it to the very end and don't leave any hairs out, because that helps with the clean look of the crown that we'll be doing. Okay, so I just did the left side of my head, but to you guys it is your right side, I'm pretty sure. And now I'm gonna move on to the right side. So it's the same concept. It's pretty hard to film and make sure that I'm in frame, but also like be doing the braid. It's hard, but I'm trying my best for you guys because I love you. You know what I just noticed? I forgot to like make sure the separation was even. So there's like too much hair here. So I just want to make sure that it's away and it doesn't get caught up in that side, so I'm just going to bobby pin it down. There. Just for now, it's going to be like that. Okay, so round 2, let's try this again. A lot of people have asked me, how do you get it to start small and then get bigger? I mean, the fact that it gets bigger is just because my hair is really thick, but to start off small, there is a trick. Okay, the way that you do that is you have to start off with the least amount of hair that you possibly can. So I like to start with 3 strands. Obviously, that's how you start a braid. You don't want to go in and like take 3 chunks of hair and then start that way. If you do that, then the braid is going to start off thick. So that's why I'm starting off skinny. But the fact that my hair is like thick in braids, that's just, my hair is naturally really, really thick. People always assume that I have extensions in, which I find kind of weird because like, why would I add extensions just to braid them and tie them up? Like, I feel like people mostly wear extensions for the length. I don't know, is that just me? Grab that strand, under, over. Grab that other strand, under, over, and grab some more. Grab the strand. Hey, you got this, girl or boy. And yes, it's an arm workout. I'm telling you, it gets really frustrating especially because my hair is really short, so it's a little harder for me. Okay, the trick to get it as tight and condensed as possible is to not like extend the braid and grab like further away, but grab more hair as close as possible to the last thing of hair that you grabbed. So if you don't understand what I just said, you want to grab like hair side to side. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to extend and grab hair that's further away, because in that case your braid will look stretched out. You want it to look tight. I mean, honestly, it depends on what look you're going for. And as you can see, they're not all evened out, so you can always just grab more hair from another piece and then add it in. It won't show if you do it like in a subtle way. Like just as you're going, just add more from each strand, because that happens to me too, where it's like you have a tiny strand and then the other two are kind of longer, and then like you're only left with two at the end. It's kind of hard to make a braid with two strands, you know. This one seems longer only because I had to like add from each strand, but they're the same length. So this right here was my mistake, so I just decided to skim through it quick and show you guys how I kind of hide this mistake. I just attempted to do it at first, it did not work out, so I just used bobby pins and hid them in the braid. Okay, so now that we've done both braids, you want to just cross both and then pin them down as such. Wow, do not let this deceive you. On camera, this looks so much easier than it actually is. I always struggle with this. It always falls out, my braids. So don't be frustrated if that happens to you and you don't get it the first time. It's trial and error, trial and error. Side note, I didn't realize how hairy the back of my head was. Oh my gosh, I know generally I am a hairy person. Like, I have so much hair on my head, my arms are hairy, and I honestly just don't care. If there are any of you girls specifically out there who have more hair than the average girl, do not be ashamed of it. Rock your hair, it's natural. Oh my gosh, people over exaggerate that sometimes. Okay, so I just finished putting in the bobby pins, and now the next step is not mandatory, but this is something that I like to do personally. It's just to get the front of your hair more sleek and laid down. So this is called laying your edges. Okay, let's see if this is Fabian approved. So we have water. Okay, that's good. Carbomer, I don't know what that is. Hydrolyzed wheat protein. I don't know. Okay, so from the first 5 ingredients, there's no sulfate, which I don't think there is ever sulfate in like products like this. It's mostly shampoos. There's no petroleum thingy, and there's no silicone. And the water is always great to have as the first ingredient. Wheat protein sounds great to me. So you just want to take a bit of the product. As you can see, I just took some from the edge of the bottle. I spray my hair, or you can spray the brush. It's just something I like to do. I have no explanation. It's just what I do. Okay, so if you're familiar with the art of slicking your edges, you have already heard of this Eco Styling Gel. It's a really popular product to achieve this. I'm personally not interested in doing a whole wavy type of look. I just like to make it look as natural as possible. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now we have the shash. So this will just help it be a lot more sleek after laying your edges using the Eco Styling Gel. I can leave it like this for a good, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, and then I'll get back to you guys just to show you the end result. But we're pretty much done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If it was and you were able to recreate this look, please send me a picture or tag me in one of your photos on Instagram. I would love to see. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below if this was helpful. If you know anybody who's been trying to get this braid look, please share it with them. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm kidding. Just like it if you did like it, because it helps me know, like, oh my god, so many people did actually enjoy this video and it helped all of you guys. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, I love you guys very much, and yeah, I wish you all the best.
Yes!
Hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, see you guys in my next video.